107.3 Mornings with Joe and Jahna. Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday morning. It is the 19th day of March. Spring arrives today, 11:06 p.m., and it'll be going left to right across your radio dial.
All right, there you go.
It's Certified Nurses Day today, Let's Laugh Day, Chocolate Caramel Day, Poultry Day, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Day.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Jahna,
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
can you name the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Michelangelo, Raphael. What other famous Is there a Vinny in there?
No, you're thinking of something else.
No, Michelangelo's one. Raphael's one.
So the answer would be no, you cannot.
I can name those two. Who am I missing?
There's 17 more, I think.
There are quite a bit.
Cat Country 107.3. Country 107.3 Mornings with Joe and Jahna. Big thanks to Chaz from Galway. Chaz, let us know the Mutant Ninja Turtles names. We said today is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Day.
Yeah, I guess two out of four.
You came up with
the rest. Michelangelo and Raphael.
The other ones are Donatello.
Yes.
And Leonardo. Good morning. We're three things you need to know this morning. A Little Lake Harbor man who brandished a knife during a 2022 robbery of a Rite Aid is pleading guilty to charges. Christopher Hurley expected to be sentenced to 12 years in prison for his role in the Berkeley Township incident. Hurley admitted to robbing the clerk before fleeing with cash from the Route 9 location back in 2022.
New Jersey is reporting a spike in the number of people seeking gun carrying permits. According to data from the state attorney general's office, thousands of people have applied since the 2022 Supreme Court ruling. The ruling struck down some of the country's toughest gun control restrictions. In 2021, just over 600 carry permits were approved in the state, while last year, almost 20,000 gun carry permits were approved in New Jersey.
Egg Harbor Township's police chief and the school superintendent have co-authored a letter to parents concerning security issues at the school. Among other topics, the letter urges parents to have a talk with their kids about security and the internet. If you see something, report it rather than just sharing it on social media. South Jersey weather for today, partly sunny, breezy, a high of 48. It's time now for Jahna's Fangirl Update.
Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani have been working on building out their flower garden for quite a few years now. They might have outdone themselves, though, in 2024. As spring approaches, it's here tonight. Stefani posted a garden tour to social media, giving fans a peek at all the colorful blooms that are popping up. The centerpiece of the update video is actually Shelton and Stefani's crop of purple irises, which, as Stefani pointed out in the clip, they are about to bloom. They're particularly special this year, though, because of the couple's new duet that's also called Purple Irises, which she put out in early February. You can take the tour of their garden. We have the video up at catcountry1073.com. Toby Keith is honored in a big way this year. He's going to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. The tragic part about the nomination, he actually died one day too soon. Hours after hearing of Keith's death, the CMA Hall of Fame team learned Keith had been elected into the modern era category. No one was ever able to inform Keith that he'd gotten in. His nomination was received on February 6th. He passed away on February 5th. We've got his son Steelan's heartfelt speech on behalf of Keith's family for the nomination into the Hall of Fame. Check it out on the Cat Country 107.
Country 107.3, Mornings with Joe and Jahna. Good morning. Thursday morning, we're going to be live for the Joe and Jahna Breakfast Tour. We're kicking off this Thursday. We're going to be live doing the morning show at Summers Point Diner. It opens just before 6 o'clock. We'll be there until 10 o'clock. Come and have breakfast with us. Win some fun prizes. We've got tickets to give away to the Barefoot Country Music Fest in Wildwood this summer. Also, one of our breakfast tour stops is going to win a trip or two to Las Vegas to see Carrie Underwood. Summers Point. It's Cat Country 107.3 Mornings with Joe and Jahna. Time now for your Cat Country Joke of the Morning. We do this every weekday morning at this time. Greg in Galloway has sent us the joke we're going to use today.
Oh, Greg, thank you.
It's almost golf season, so here we go, thanks to Greg. Well, driving too fast on the number 16 hole at the golf course, a retired but handsome gentleman accidentally overturned his cart late one afternoon. An attractive female who lives in a huge house right on the golf course heard the noise and called out, "Are you okay?" The man says, "I'm going to live, just bruised up, thanks."
Thanks.
She said, "No, come up to my patio, rest a while, and I'll help you get the cart up later." The man noticed her silky bathrobe was partially open, revealing what appeared to be a killer figure. "Oh, that's mighty nice of you, ma'am, but I know my wife wouldn't like it." "Oh, come on, big boy," she insisted.
Big boy.
She was so hot and pretty and very, very persuasive, and he was weak. "Well, okay," he finally agreed. After a couple of bourbon and ginger ales, he thanked her and said, "I feel a lot better now, but I know my wife is going to be upset, so I better go now." Don't be silly, she said with a smile, letting her robe fall open. Stay for a while. Your wife won't know anything. By the way, where is she? He said, well, she's still under the cart.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
That's a shame. Cat Country 107.3. Good morning. It's Joe and Jahna. It is a cold morning out there. A lot colder than it's been. Temperatures right now in the low 30s. We'll only get up to 48 today on this, the first day of spring. Spring officially arrives tonight after 11 p.m. Coming up on Morning Trivia just after 7:30 this morning, we've got more tickets to give away to see Dan and Shay. They're going to be at the Wells Fargo Center in Philly, April 11th. Cat Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna. Time now for your Cat Country dumb story of the morning.
Where are we going?
To the Netherlands.
Okay.
A man was sentenced to 20 months in jail for taking control of a police radio frequency and belching over the airwaves. In addition to jail time, he also has to pay $1,900. As he was being taken away to jail, he was quoted as saying, I get in trouble for this, yet Joe and Jahna continue to stay on the radio. Day of spring. Well, spring doesn't officially arrive till 11 o'clock tonight. We have temperatures in the low 30s. Actually, Mays Landing is 29. It's 27 in Egg Harbor City. Only get to 48. Good morning. We're Joe and Jahna with 3 things you need to know this morning. Egg Harbor Township's police chief and the school superintendent have co-authored a letter to parents concerning recent security threats at the schools. Among other topics, the letter urges parents to have a talk with their kids about security and the internet. If you see something, report it rather than just sharing it on social media.
Kansas City and Vineland High School alum Isaiah Pacheco will be celebrated during a parade in his hometown on April 20th. Hundreds of supporters turned out for the parade's first edition, celebrating the Rutgers University grad rookie season that ended with a Super Bowl victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. The second annual Parade for Pop will take place on April 20th at 11 a.m. at the intersection of 4th and Landis.
And you get a gun, and you get a gun, and you get a gun. New Jersey is reporting a spike in the number of people seeking gun-carrying permits. According to data from the Attorney General's office, thousands of people have applied since the 2022 Supreme Court ruling. The ruling struck down some of the country's toughest gun control restrictions. In 2021, just over 600 carry permits were approved in the state. Last year, almost 20,000 gun carry permits were approved in New Jersey. South Jersey weather, partly sunny, breezy today, high of 48. Dylan Scott, my girl, Cat Country morning birthday shout-outs.
Here we go.
Start now. Happy birthday, Shayna Gaynor of Petersburg. Shayna's the big 4-0 today. Stephen John of Woodstown is 47. Phil Schwartz of Manahawkin has a birthday. Happy birthday to Ryan. All right, Phil. You said Bill. Phil. Oh. Ryan Galloway of Vineland is 47 today. Tiffany from Mays Landing is 34. Happy birthday to Aiden Scott. Aiden is 16 today.
Happy birthday.
Sarah from Cape May celebrates today. It's Christina Doan's birthday. She's from Galloway. She's 40. Happy birthday, Elizabeth Roach of Cape May. Elizabeth is 75. And Candy Pfister of Mays Landing has a birthday. Happy birthday, Candy. That's it. We missed you. Happy one to you as well. The recipient of our Cat Country big birthday shout out today, Christina Doan of... Let's do milestone birthdays. These products, Jahna, all celebrating big birthdays. Your job is to tell us if it's their 25th birthday, their 50th birthday, their 75th birthday, or their 100th birthday. Okay?
Yeah.
We'll start out with Meow Mix.
Meow Mix brand coffee.
Meow Mix, the Meow Mix jingle. Is it 25, 50, 75, or 100 years old?
50.
Number 2, Post-it notes. 25, 50, 75, or 100.
75.
Rubik's Cube.
100. No.
100.
No.
75.
Wait, 50. 50 final answer.
The UPC barcode. 25, 50, 75, or 100 years.
75.
Bailey's Irish Cream.
100.
The Heimlich maneuver. All these things either 25, 50, 75, or 100 years old.
75.
Stephen King's first novel.
50.
Skittles.
75.
Dungeons and Dragons.
50.
People magazine.
50.
All the things I mentioned are 50 years old this year. It was an executive decision on my part. It's Cat Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Without Jahna this morning, she's not here, so I just decided we'd act like she's here, but you can't hear her.
I'm here.
Oh.
You did not.
All
You
right.
forgot to turn my mic on.
Yes.
But to be fair, Joe hasn't been
She
getting
didn't have
great
anything
sleep
important.
lately.
She didn't have anything
So
important to say. So
that's not
to be
true.
fair.
Everything I say is important. Listen
All
up. Anyway, yeah, so he hasn't been getting a lot of sleep lately.
Okay.
So we have to throw him a pass for this one.
All right.
I'll allow it.
So
Or
now-
I'll forgive it.
Now
I
your
should say.
microphone is working.
Yeah.
Are your headphones working? Because I want you to listen to this TikTok video,
Audio.
audio
Yeah.
from the TikTok video. Here we go.
If your husband's name is Brian with a Y, and he was traveling today from Orlando MCO to Chicago O'Hare on Thursday, March 14th, the flight was around 2:15 p.m. He sat next to me, and the second that he sat down in the seat, he downloaded the Hinge app and created a Hinge profile. And the best part was he was selecting photos from a photo album on his phone titled Dating Apps.
Nice.
He was in a burgundy t-shirt, like a dark red t-shirt, light gray sweatpants, and white on-cloud running sneakers that were really dirty. And his backpack was black, and it was the Razor brand. He's like a little scruffy, had some like grays in his beard over here. Very like large and in charge gentleman, very attractive. He wears a
Sounds like
black
me.
watch on his right wrist and a silver wedding band on his left ring finger, and I'll put a picture of it right here. And he FaceTimed his wife, who I would guess is his wife, and his child when they landed, and said that he would call them when he got to the hotel. If this is your husband, DM me on Instagram because I have pictures, I have proof.
Now, before you say anything,
Oh, man.
Wait, before you say anything,
Go. Hurry up.
I'm going to ask this question, and I want you just to put in one sentence, just one sentence, Jahna, and I know that's important.
You mean difficult?
Difficult for you.
Yes,
And
it is.
I'll turn your microphone off again if I need to. But in one sentence, tell me your reaction to what you just heard.
He's a dirty, cheating liar.
Really?
Yes.
That's your reaction to what you just heard.
Yes.
Here's my reaction. Lady, why are you such a freaking tattletale? Why are you using social media to call out other people? Are you better than that guy?
Because, well, yeah, she is if she's not a cheater.
No.
She said she watched him. Do you know, wait, do you know what Hinge is?
It
Do you
doesn't.
know what
It's a
Hinge is?
dating app, I
it's
assume.
a dating app. So
So
why
what?
is he, as a married
what?
man, making a profile when
Okay.
he's going to be away from his family?
Again, my point is, why does she think it's her job to go on social media and be a tattletale of this guy?
Because women support women. It happens all
But
the time.
that's- okay.
Not that guys
wait a
don't
minute.
get cheated on.
Stop.
Not that guys don't
If
get cheated
women support women all the time, as you just said, who are the men cheating on with? Aren't those women?
on. Yes.
Well, they're
but
not
there's
supporting
no,
other women if they're cheating with the guy.
There's no, well, okay, let me speak for my friend group. I have never been known to, I guess, or not me, I guess, my friend.
turn her microphone off again.
No, my friend, I guess, so I have two friends that found out they were with a guy that was cheating.
Okay.
They did not know he had one of them had a fiance, had no idea. She
Okay.
had no idea. And then the other one was married for 2 years with a pregnant wife and she had no clue.
Okay.
No idea.
Okay.
So a lot of, and I feel like it's the same thing when guys cheat with married women. They don't necessarily know that the woman's married if she hides it. Like, you don't
Okay.
know.
Let me ask you a question right now, and I don't want you to answer like who. Do you know somebody now, somewhere in your world, that's cheating on a spouse or the person they're with?
At the moment, no.
If you did, would you say it on the radio?
Absolutely.
You would come on the radio and say, my friend Sherry, or whatever her name is, your boyfriend is cheating on you. And I just want you to know that here on Cat Country 107.3.
I would probably say I just want to
'Cause this-
say, ladies,
this-
if you are a direct friend of mine and you have a significant other, you need to text me because I won't say who it is on it, but I would say that.
No, that's not what I said.
Because my friends listen.
That's not what I said. I said, would you go on the air and rat the person out?
No, because I know them.
That would
but
be,
would I rat
that would
out
be
a
an
complete...
awesome feature to our show every morning.
I know, it actually would. Oh
Let's
my God,
call
we
out
could
the
totally
cheater.
do. Oh my gosh.
720. Let's call out Jahna's
We
friend's
should.
boyfriend who's a cheater.
No, we should totally do.
So-
Jahna calls out your cheating.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so let's go back. What's the problem with the girls' TikTok?
Blow up your spot segment.
What TikTok?
I don't think there's a problem at all. In fact, if anybody had evidence of anybody's significant others cheating, DM me and I'll call it out right here. I would do the same exact thing that girl did. Absolutely. No questions asked. And it doesn't matter. Guys, if you need me to call out a cheating woman, I will do that too.
See, again, the problem with the TikTok, I think, is that the woman...
This is equal opportunity, I want to say.
I think she should mind her own business.
No, absolutely not.
If she knows this guy's wife, she should privately get a hold of her.
Well, she doesn't. She's trying to track her down so that the other girl's not hurt.
Why is social media the spot that we should blow everybody up?
Well, back in the day, there was this little show called Cheaters.
There was
where
a
you
show,
used to hire
but
somebody.
that's not real life, Jahna. That's not real life.
Okay, well, people used to hire PIs all the time to follow people.
So that's two people a week or whatever got caught.
No, I don't care. You know what? And it's blowing up the spot, proving just how dirty and ratchet you all are. We all are, I should say.
Yeah, you all are, because you're watching, you're paying attention, you're following along.
Absolutely. Listen, here's my thing.
I think she should mind her own business.
You don't want to be put on blast. Don't cheat. How about that? There's a revolutionary idea.
It goes beyond cheating.
No, it doesn't.
It goes back to the Bible.
Oh, here we go.
Those who don't sin cast the first stone or whatever.
I'm sorry. Not everybody's a cheater. So, yeah, said what I said.
Okay, so I'm Morgan Wallen, Eric Church, Man Made a Bar this Thursday. We're live at the Point Diner in Summers Point. The Joe and Jahna Breakfast Tour kicks off. Come and join us for breakfast and have some fun with us and win some prizes. That's this Thursday at the Point Diner in Summers Point.
Pork roll, scrapple, coffee.
Every morning at 7:10, we do Cat Country morning birthdays. We missed one earlier. Happy birthday to Ellie Levick. Ellie is 14 today. Happy birthday, Ellie.
Day.
Cat Country Morning Trivia is on the air. Phone number 609-383-1073. Or you can hit the call us button on the Cat Country 107.3 app. Did you get my Diet Coke?
I did. It's
Thank
right
you.
here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, add nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry. But it was a little
Back to the show.
Yeah.
For grabs and trivia this morning.
Sorry.
Two tickets to see Dan and Shay at the Wells Fargo Center in Philly, April 11th. Tickets on sale at livenation.com. So 2 Dan and Shay tickets are yours. You're the first person who can correctly answer this question. Roughly right now, there's about 3,000 Americans waiting for something.
Oh.
Waiting for what? Right now, there's about 3,000 Americans waiting for something.
Waiting for the rain. No, I'm just kidding.
Please, your answer cannot be anything. Cat Country 107.3 Mornings with Joe and Jahna. Trivia is on the air at stake. 2 tickets to see Dan and Shay. They're going to be at the Wells Fargo Center in Philly, April 11th. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. So 2 Dan and Shay tickets. Here's the question. Roughly 3,000 Americans right now are waiting for something. What are they waiting for? Hi, Cat Country.
The test results?
Test results are not it. Thank you.
Guess.
You're pregnant. Hi,
No.
Cat Country. What's your answer?
No, I'm not. Don't be spreading.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. No, that's not it. Thank you. Hi, Cat Country. What's your answer?
Hi, is it passports?
Passports is not it. Thank you.
There's a good one.
That's the worst. You're trying to get somewhere. Your trip is coming up. Where's my passport?
And it's like 2 weeks late. Yeah.
Hi, Cat Country. What's your answer?
Have a baby?
No, that's not it. Thank you. About 3,000 people right now are waiting for this. Hi, Cat Country. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Do you have an answer for us?
Coffee?
No, that's not it. Thank you. Though the lines at Starbucks, I understand, get pretty long.
And Duncan.
Hi, Cat Country. What's your answer?
A transplant?
Be a little more specific.
Heart, lung,
Heart.
liver, kidney?
You got it right on the first one. Heart, you're a winner.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Jim Bartlett,
Where are you from?
West Creek, New Jersey.
Jim, we played this earlier. We want to do it again because we have a lot of comments that have come in since we first discussed.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to find it. This is from a TikTok video. It's a woman on a plane, and, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. Here we go.
If your husband's name is Brian with a Y, and he was traveling today from Orlando, MCO, to Chicago O'Hare on Thursday, March 14th, the flight was around 2:15 p.m. He sat next to me, and the second that he sat down in the seat, he downloaded the Hinge app and created a Hinge profile. And the best part was he was selecting photos from a photo album on his phone titled Dating Apps. He was in a burgundy t-shirt, like a dark red t-shirt, light gray sweatpants, and white on-cloud running sneakers that were really dirty. And his backpack was black, and it was the Razor brand. He's like a little scruffy, had some like grays in his beard over here. Very like large and in charge gentleman, very attractive. He wears a black watch on his right wrist and a silver wedding band on his left ring finger, and I'll put a picture of it right here. And he FaceTimed his wife, who I would guess is his wife, and his child when they landed, and said that he would call them when he got to the hotel. If this is your husband, DM me on Instagram because I have pictures, I have proof.
Now, John and I both have different opinions on what we heard.
I don't know.
Stop.
How you are not angry about that.
Let's keep this to one sentence.
I said what I said, and it was one sentence.
You're talking, and I'm talking. You have to listen. Now it's time to listen to Joe. One sentence. What is your reaction to that?
He's a cheater, and I'm happy he did it.
Okay.
She did it. Sorry, that was a run-on sentence. But
my
still.
reaction is, this is none of her business. She shouldn't be blasting on social media.
I don't know why you think that, but...
Okay, I'll tell you exactly why. Number one, she doesn't know the exact situation. It could be, who knows what it could be, but she could be wrong. Number two, Jahna.
I didn't say anything. I just reacted.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're reacting, because do you know the exact situation that the guy was in, or what he was doing, or what she perceived him to be doing could have been different than what he was doing, because she doesn't know this guy. He could be a writer, and he's working on a story. Who knows? Okay. Number two, and this is even more importantly.
I know.
Who is the number one receiver of social media? Kids. Can you imagine this guy, if this guy's kid saw this and say, "Oh, there's my dad on a plane"?
Well,
how devastating would that be to the child?
Well,
I mean, having been through divorce myself, it's worse than it's worse on the spouse, but it's way worse on the kids.
Yeah, I'm a product of it.
This is something I would not wish on any child. And for a child to encounter that, just going through TikTok or whatever, would just be devastating. We have some comments from you. Thank you. You can reach out at 609-383-1073. We're at the Call Us button on the Cat Country 107.3 app. And I understand your situation. You know, you're upset at the guy for cheating. But again, we don't know the exact situation, number one. But number two, why is it her job to be the tattletale here? Why is it her job to jump on social media? I'm not. I think it's terrible.
If I were that woman, I would be happy that she did that.
I don't agree.
And I can say that.
I don't agree.
I come from a product of that. I watched a similar situation in my own life happen.
That's all fine, and I'm not discounting any of that. If he's guilty, fine.
And like my mom was happy she found out.
I understand, but it's not somebody else's business to go on social media and blast. I mean, let's say I know somebody who's cheating, okay? Mm-hmm. If that, for example, and I went on social media, you'd be ripping apart two families. Wouldn't it be better to go to Brian himself and say, "Brian, why are you doing this?"
No.
You're sitting next to the guy in the plane. Wouldn't it be nicer to say, "Hey, maybe you should talk to somebody. If it's not me and if it's not your wife, talk to somebody before deciding that you're going to start cheating on your spouse."
I think you have. I will say this. I think it's beautiful, the sentiments that you are stating. Not the real world. Not the real world.
I don't want social media to be a tattletale land.
And I think, well, it is. And I think it's you, while I appreciate your sensitivity and I understand it, especially because you're from a different generation. No offense. I'm just saying.
What does my age have to do with anything?
From a different generation. But honestly, like, that girl doing that did not rip up that family. That guy being dirty and shady ripped up that family.
Again, I would not want the guy's kid to learn this is what dad is doing because she watched a TikTok video.
But he's not. He's going to learn it eventually anyway, regardless if it was on social media or not.
Arlene from New Gretna. Hi. In reference to that guy, Brian, and setting up a dating profile, it's none of that lady's business what anybody is doing. For Mario in Hamilton, she doesn't know his situation. What if he caught her cheating last week? If they're going through a separation or divorce right now, none of that attention seeking Karen's business. And why is she watching what he's doing on his phone? Dang. Judge not, least ye be judged. Yeah, that's what I was looking for before. Dawn from Millville, maybe gets paid to download and critique the apps. There you go. There you go.
No.
I like that.
This is the Cat Country Morning Show with Joe and Jahna. WPUR Atlantic City is Cat Country 107.3, a town square media station serving South Jersey and available on the Cat Country 107.3 app.
Good morning. We're just morning. A Little Lake Harbor man who brandished a knife during a 2022 robbery of a Rite Aid is pleading guilty to charges. Christopher Hurley expected to be sentenced to 12 years in prison for his role in the Berkeley Township incident. Hurley admitted to robbing the clerk before fleeing with cash from the Route 9 location back in 2022.
New Jersey is reporting a spike in the number of people seeking gun carrying permits. According to data from the state attorney general's office, thousands of people have applied since the 2022 Supreme Court ruling. The ruling struck down some of the country's toughest gun control restrictions. In 2021, just over 600 carry permits were approved in the state, while last year, almost 20,000 gun carry permits were approved in New Jersey.
Egg Harbor Township's police chief and the school superintendent have co-authored a letter to parents concerning security issues at the school. Among other topics, the letter urges parents to have a talk with their kids about security and the internet. If you see something, report it rather than just sharing it on social media. South Jersey weather for today, partly sunny, breezy. Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Time now for my favorite tweets from the last 24 hours.
All right, let's do it.
There are 5 of them. Number 1, when someone says, hey, that's a good picture of you, they aren't saying it's an accurate picture of you. They're saying you fooled the camera.
Good job. The old bait and switch.
This looks a lot better than you usually look.
Yeah, it's low-key mean.
Number 2,
actually.
Me at 15. I can't wait to make my own money and buy whatever I want.
Yeah.
Me today. Rinses off a sliced piece of cheese that fell on the floor.
Yeah, that too.
Number 3, the Ides of... Remember last week we talked about the Ides of March? What are the Ides of March? Well, tweet number 3, the Ides of March. I'd better set the alarm clock earlier. I'd better go to the gym more. I'd better get taxes done. I'd like some pizza.
That's what it's about right now.
The Ides of March.
Yeah.
My favorite tweet's number 4, driving. Me, can I have a couple of your fries? Son, no. Me, hits brakes. Flies go frying. Fries go flying. Me, now nobody has fries.
Now nobody has fries. What the heck, man?
We're Joe and Jahna. These are my favorite tweets. Last one, number 5. Just went to the bathroom without a phone or iPad like some sort of pilgrim. Joe and Jahna, so we've been highlighting this TikTok girl.
This TikTok girl.
Yeah, rather than explain it, let's just play your audio one more time. Here we go.
If your husband's name is Brian with a Y, and he was traveling today from Orlando, MCO, to Chicago O'Hare on Thursday, March 14th. The flight was around 2:15 p.m. He sat next to me, and the second that he sat down in the seat, he downloaded the Hinge app and created a Hinge profile. And the best part was he was selecting photos from a photo album on his phone titled Dating Apps. He was in a burgundy t-shirt, like a dark red t-shirt, light gray sweatpants, and white on-cloud running sneakers that were really dirty. And his backpack was black, and it was the Razor brand. He's like a little scruffy, had some like grays in his beard over here. Very like large and in charge gentleman, very attractive. He wears a black watch on his right wrist and a silver wedding band on his left ring finger, and I'll put a picture of it right here. And he FaceTimed his wife, who I would guess is his wife, and his child when they landed, and said that he would call them when he got to the hotel. If this is your husband, DM me on Instagram because I have pictures, I have proof.
So you and I have very different reactions to that. In one sentence again, your reaction is?
He's a dirty liar, and I'm glad she did it.
My reaction is, lady, mind your own business. Why are you blasting this on social media? As somebody said earlier, why are you looking at the guy's phone on the plane next to you?
If this were
It's none
me,
of your business.
Feel free to blast him on social media.
Really?
No qualms.
You'd
no
like to find out that your husband or boyfriend was cheating on you on social media.
I mean,
rather than in private.
The hurt's the hurt. Yeah, for me, it doesn't really matter. The hurt's the hurt.
Really?
Social media, it doesn't really matter.
So if we find out someday that your boyfriend's cheating, I'll just come on the air and just tell you on the air.
Yeah.
Not in private.
No.
I'll just say it's going to be rainy today with a high of, oh, by the way, Jahna, your boyfriend's cheating on you.
Yeah, which is great.
You'd like me just to do that.
And you know what? And I'm
I
going to
have
tell
your
you why.
permission to do that.
I'm going to tell you why, too.
Okay, please do.
Yeah. So there is, for a lot of us, I don't know if it's a guy thing, too, but for a lot of us as women, you want to give the benefit of the doubt. You want to but like, there's no excusing that. And for me personally, like, I don't have children yet, but I could not sit there as a mother and know that happened to me and ever justify giving like a second chance or sorry, it was a lapse of judgment.
Okay,
so like the public, like the people knowing it would hold me to my decision. Like, no, you leave. You deserve better than that.
You don't want to hear his explanation? You don't want to hear that maybe the person who shouted that he was cheating was wrong?
You'd have to do a lot to prove. I mean, today, there's stuff everywhere. People know.
Well, of course, if you're looking on other people's phones on a plane.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Hold on, the phone's ringing. Hi, Cat Country.
Hi. If you go onto her video, she did find the wife, and the wife doesn't care.
Oh, really? Oh, doesn't care that her husband is doing this.
Right. It was the two friends of the guy. One was a friend of the wife, and one was a friend of the husband that saw it and showed the wife. They already have 2 kids. She's pregnant with a third, and he's been doing this for 10 years.
It's an open marriage.
Yes. So if you go onto her videos on TikTok, you can see all the updates.
Wow. All right,
my gosh.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, again,
reading the comments, it's not an open marriage if you read the comments.
No.
It's not an open marriage.
Don't read comments.
Why? It's not.
We just heard the story.
People that know, okay, and the lady's getting the source from the same thing I'm looking at.
Okay.
It's not an open marriage. The woman just knows that her husband does this. And a friend of the woman said...
So, mind your own business.
Said, low-key, she's stuck. She doesn't really have much of a choice until she gets her stuff together for herself.
Mind your own business.
That's awful. So I'm going to tell you this.
The lady on the phone...
you deserve better.
The lady on the phone should have minded her own business. Never looked at the guy's phone.
You deserve better. And I hope now that it has been blasted out there to social, A, I hope to God this woman doesn't have daughters. B, if
What's
she
the
does...
difference if she has daughters or sons?
Because it's the crappiest example you're setting. Like that, you deserve that.
And if it's sons, it's different?
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. But I'm saying you don't deserve that. I'm saying she's showing her daughters that this is what they deserve.
She doesn't deserve to be hammered on social media over the head with this.
I don't think it's
no one deserves that.
Her over the head.
Sure it is.
I hope she just realizes
it
that
is.
she deserves
Even though
better.
she's not the one that's guilty, supposedly. You don't think it affects her?
I'm sure
that
it
all
does.
these people know?
And she's pregnant. She's pregnant.
Here's my bottom line on all this.
Poor girl. She's stuck right now.
Here's my bottom line on all this, Jahna. Where did we find this?
TikTok.
Why do people post things on TikTok? To make money. We don't even know if any of this is true. 107.3 Boys and Plowboys. John Party, Luke Bryan. It's Cat Country 107.3 with Joe and Jahna. Progress. Things progress in progress. We're always going forward, right?
Well, you would hope.
Researchers are testing a new kind of concrete that's self-heating that would eliminate the need for salt and snowplows.
Oh.
Can't wait till the day I can cook my Hot Pocket out on the sidewalk.
Ew.
It'll be great. Red Morgan Wallen, it's time for Jahna's Fangirl Update.
Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani have been working on building out their flower garden for quite a few years now, but they might have outdone themselves this year as spring approaches. Stefani posted a garden tour to social media. She gave fans a peek into all the colorful blooms that are popping up. The centerpiece of the video, though, is Shelton and Stefani's crop of purple irises, which, as you know, Gwen Stefani did point out in the clip, that are about to bloom. They're particularly special this year, though, because of the couple's new duet called Purple Irises, which she put out early in February. We've got that video up for you right now, catcountry1073.com. Make sure you check it out. Toby Keith will be honored in a big way this year. He will be inducted into the Country Hall of Fame. The tragic part about the nomination, though, he died one day too soon, and it's breaking my heart. Hours after hearing of Keith's death, the CMA Hall of Fame team learned Keith had been elected in the modern era category. Thus, no one was ever able to inform Keith that he'd gotten in. His son had some really sweet words for the occasion, though. We've got that up for you on the Cat Country 107.3 app. That's Jahna's Fangirl Update, brought to you by Apex East Roofing. If you're in need of a new roof, you're going to go to apexeastroofing.com, answer a couple of questions, and you're going to get your quote in 30 seconds or less. That's apexeastroofing.com, Cat Country 107.3.